and by FIFA's willingness to bow to that intervention, apparently. Now, of course, this comes in the context of Mr. Infantino having been quite eager to placate Donald Trump at various points. The most infamous example prior to this one probably being the presentation of a FIFA
if Ukraine needs more interceptor missiles. She wants...
Everywhere we go, people want to know.
Yes.
What is this?
Everywhere I go, people want to know
who we are and where we come from.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to let you know.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome to the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. I'm your brother, John.
And this is Qiana.
And this program is being brought to you as part of the New Image Project at the Community Development and Training Center, a.k.a. See That?
See That.
And we'd like to thank y'all for tuning in, helping us to redefine what's cool, because smart is
the new
gangster, baby, baby. And if you don't know,
now you know.
Now you know. Now you know. Charlie Funk, what you got for us? Charlie Funk says,
Go ahead.
The Tampa Bay Breakfast Club is an independently produced program. The views, opinions, and statements expressed by hosts, guests, or callers are their own and do not necessarily reflect the views, positions, or policies of Cara Festa Radio, 99 Jams, its ownership, management, affiliates, sponsors, or partners. Enjoy the show.
Enjoy the show.
The ride, y'all. And it's motivational money making
Monday.
Move your body Monday. How about that?
Move your body.
Move your body. And it's a new month. Like the first Monday of a new month.
It is.
Yeah.
And this year going by fast.
Oh
too.
my God, like it got something to do.
Like your head, vibing and thriving.
Oh, that's all the podcasts. Me and the missus.
Oh,
you see the TNJ? You see
I see it.
You see the TNJ?
Oh, I like
TNJ vibing and thriving. Yeah.
I like it.
It's gonna come out one of these days.
Listen.
But thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
We got merch and all of that kind of stuff. We got some merch.
All right. You got merch.
We got merch as well. Carla
B.
Checking
Royce.
in. That's what's up. I love that. African Mental Health Month. African American Mental Health Month. Let's go.
Okay, I like it.
Let's go. King Royce, what's good? Good to see you, my brother. I bought some crypto messing with Royce.
How did it do for you?
I ain't buy enough, I don't think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I just bought some just, because, look, I follow Royce, man.
You follow Royce?
Wealthcare. And he said every Monday we need to be buying at least $5 worth of crypto. At least $5 worth. So I got my first $5 worth of crypto. We're going to see what happened from here. Yeah. I'm doing it, Royce.
So listen, there is so I gotta, because I wanted, because it is Mental Health Month. There is some stuff that the community is doing. Okay, we will share it throughout our break. Okay. 7 minutes there. If y'all
$5 a day. Okay, my bad. I gotta tighten up then.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because there are new rules.
Okay.
Or new guidelines. Yeah, to part of the announcements of what's going on when we typically could just kind of shout out.
If we see it.
If we see it, or you sent us something, if it was like even free to the community at this point, we no longer you
just got to send it to us way in advance.
Yeah, because or you got to send it to the station manager. Everything that is
announced or mentioned or
has to go through the station manager at this point. But keep on sending, because we do have our 7-minute break and we upload. So on on
them random things, tag us on social media.
Yeah,
but if you got something that you really want to get in the rotation for the radio, then you
want us to talk about. So
you got to send it to the station manager beforehand so we can get it approved and green lit, because we can't just look in the comments and see that thing that you tagged us in and say, you know what, that's a good thing.
That's a good thing. Or if you normally would send us a text message or something and we would just hop on it because
just read it
right there, because it's helpful for the community, right?
Yeah.
And so I just got some good stuff that's very helpful for the community, and I want to make sure that the community get it. So stay during the 7 minutes. I think we'll try to upload that enough.
Right on. And the roll call real quick. Thank y'all for checking in. Tiffany, good morning. I'm glad to know that you're present.
Yeah.
Brother Jamil Best is watching with us as well. Thank you for tapping in. Yubi, where you at? I see you watching, but you got to get in that comment section and let us know you here for real, man.
Yeah.
We appreciate you. And then, of course, all of our regular signature members, thank y'all for tapping in. Miss Eva, thank you for tuning in, tapping in. This is the I guess the first week back after a short week, right?
Because
after the holiday week.
Yeah, because it was a holiday week.
Do it kind of mess with you a little bit?
No.
It don't mess with you?
I don't know.
Yeah. It's kind of messing with me today.
Why? Tell me.
I mean, just like I had some rest, but like I want an encore.
You want an encore?
I want an encore.
Okay, I can deal with, like, I don't want to, because after you done had this extra day, because some people took, depending on your job, you would have Friday, they would celebrate the holiday on the Friday or the Monday. Right? And so a
lot of people had Friday. I don't think too many people got today.
Because it really didn't make any sense to have it today.
Well, usually if it's on a Saturday, you get the Friday, and if it's a Sunday, they give you the Monday. Yeah. So it worked out. But yeah, then I went to my wife and I. We went to Gulfport and saw some fireworks at Gulfport because it's right around the corner.
Okay.
And we rode the bikes out there, and man, the patriotism that's present for this 4th of July, I was like, wow.
It was crazy?
It was crazy. I mean, I don't know if it's unusual or I was just in an unusual spot. But I mean, you know, we was watching the fireworks, and then as the finale of the fireworks went off, there was a chant, and the chant started, USA, USA. And I started looking around we had to read the room, and I'm like, okay.
Let's go. Time to go.
Like,
what? Okay.
USA,
so you know what? People are
like, really, oh wow, they really feeling the 250th anniversary.
The 200, but I think it's torn. Like,
right, good to see you.
It's
man.
250 years, right?
Yeah.
And so you're looking at that. Like I said, I was a little torn too, because even, you know, I'm a theme person on my nails, and I didn't want to be so patriotic, but I wanted to still, because I still, you know.
Right. Yeah.
But no, you know, this is splitting up households.
This whole
because
just everything
is because, you know, at one point in time, most households may have been on the same page.
Yeah.
And then
was we ever patriot? I don't think we ever was like flag flying.
I mean,
you know, 4th of July, wearing, you know,
we're fireworks.
Star Spangled Banner.
I don't think we're ever like Star Spangled Banner, but we like fireworks. Like we
did the fireworks,
and so
they got so expensive. I guess whatever the tariffs and all of that stuff, because we used to do fireworks all the time until the last couple of years, and then the fireworks prices just got like, okay, wait a minute, this is probably not gonna be the thing we keep doing.
Okay.
Yeah. But we like, and then
we went out to the beach.
Oh, that's good.
We went to the beach, had a cookout. Well, we had two. What half of the family did, like, went in the yard.
Okay.
And then I went to the beach and kind of hung out there and did. So it was a nice little relaxing.
Yeah. No,
holiday.
Good. That's good. And I want to thank people who tuned in and tapped in to the Janaza service for Mother Khadija Farrakhan. We simulcast it. We showed it live on the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club on YouTube, and lots of people were wishing us well, and, you know, sending thoughts and prayers to the Farrakhan family and doing acknowledgments of you know, just the life and the inspiration and the way that they have been impacted by Mother Khadija Farrakhan and the Farrakhan family. And so again, the Janaza funeral services was Friday as well. And so thank y'all for tuning in and sharing that moment with us. But yeah, it was definitely.
So I have a question. Yeah. Can we go back to like the 4th of July? Because you said y'all not patriotic. I see a lot of people that saying that, like,
okay,
we shouldn't be celebrating the 4th of July.
I kind of agree with that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't disagree. I'm just like,
I mean, you think about any of these holidays, right? You think about, you know, just the meaning behind a lot of these holidays and the way that it was structured. Like, you know, a lot of that stuff wasn't, you know, designed for us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so, I mean, you would get a day off because that was kind of the thing. The slave master said, oh, well, today is our day. So y'all don't have to work today.
So should we not spend money? Should we just get together as a family, not do the fireworks? Like, what should we do in honor to not honor, like, the racism there?
I think it's less about the one day and more about the other 364. Right. Because once we start, you know, just locking in and doing things on those other days, then these days I think they lose their significance. Elijah Muhammad said it like this. He said, y'all stick with me and I have you so smart that you have I'm paraphrasing. He said, you have the white man wrapped around your finger like a piece of string and you wouldn't know that he's there unless you looked. Right?
Okay.
And the idea is that, yes, once we acknowledge, okay, this is what happened, this is the condition, these are the root causes of a lot of these things.
Yeah.
You get that, you acknowledge that, and then the treatment for that, the treatment for white supremacy is Black excellence.
Yeah.
Right. And then you focus on just, you know, doing you doing your thing, right? Creating your systems, creating your world, navigating within this world, of course, because you still.
So I will tell you, I did buy like black fireworks. Like I went to a black on black fireworks.
Yeah, you do that all the time. Shout out to crew and the healthy food options in the food desert. You know what I mean? And so the Fruitel of July. I think just doing those kind of things where it's like you don't really even have to acknowledge or
good morning,
pay attention to these days. Maybe like how they do our days, like how some of them, they don't really sweat MLK
or
Day
Juneteenth.
or Juneteenth. Like it's just another.
Some of them real angry about both of those.
I mean, but then you got some that be like, oh, today is a holiday.
I
didn't know today was a holiday.
Or what I get? Oh my gosh!
Yeah,
you really have a parade. I might come this year.
Right. So, like, when do we get to be that way? About their holidays.
So, do we care? Like, even since we're talking about holidays, do we see like the climate changing a little bit? Because when the Pride Parade was here, usually it's a big hoo-ha, but they had to cancel some of their events due to funding.
Okay, and I think that was because of this culture war that's coming out of the state. I mean, particularly here in Florida. I'm not sure other places, but I know in Florida, I think they were saying that this year for Pride might be the last year that elected officials could participate because the law changed. And if they are found to be using any state resources or participating in these types of events, they could actually be removed from office.
So that's Pride and that's MLK.
Pride, MLK, anything that's not celebrating white culture. You know what I mean? If it's any diversity.
Right.
So Pride, Juneteenth, MLK Day, anything diverse, but like Columbus Day, have at it.
Which wouldn't that be the same? Like, I mean, if it's a holiday celebrating anybody, wouldn't that be diversity regardless?
I mean, this is America.
It is.
Yeah, with the 3 Ks.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so I mean, they make the rules.
Okay.
And so that's another part.
So get out there and vote, y'all.
Memorial Day, I think that's another one, right? Like a Memorial Day is a big holiday.
Yeah.
Memorial Day weekend, Labor Day, these different days.
We had Memorial Day in March.
May.
Yeah.
May is Memorial Day. It's the official kickoff to the summer, they say.
Yeah. So
unofficial kickoff. Yeah,
it is in May. Yeah. The end of May.
Yeah.
And then Labor Day, first Monday of September, or the second Monday, however it falls.
Yeah.
Of September.
Yeah. These are the days that you get. What was that? St. Patrick's Day. I don't know if they canceling St. Patrick's Day.
I wonder if they are.
Is that one that elected officials? Let us know. Chime in if you're in here. When they canceled these holidays and said that you couldn't participate, what are the holidays and parades that you all can do?
And we're strictly talking about Florida.
Yeah, we're talking about Florida. And so, but it's just been interesting what they call the cultural.
And you know what? This is so funny is that, like, okay, they can't celebrate MLK, but then they can use MLK to stop it. You know what I mean? They go in there and use it and say, this is not what MLK meant, and this is what we're trying to be a part of. But then you don't want to celebrate the man that you are using to change the laws.
Yeah. Interesting. Interesting. So let us know, how did y'all celebrate the 4th? Are you patriotic, or were you feeling the patriotism? Put it in the comments. Y'all let us know what you think about this 250th birthday of this experiment called the United States of America.
Yeah. Good morning, Janet.
The 4th of July.
I really can't
Which
read
one
it.
you need?
I can just see Valerie. Was that Valerie?
Yeah, Valerie Smith. She says the only two events, St. Pete Pride canceled this year with the budget cuts, were the 2 events dedicated to queer Black people. It was very disappointing.
Wow.
Bum, 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 bum.
So even in look,
I've heard that over the years though, that pride flag, like it don't represent everybody, and that whole pride movement. Like I've heard, from some of my LGBTQ family members, particularly Black people, they was like, they just as racist in that movement as the rest of the country. Like just because they LGBTQ plus
don't make them
not be racist.
Right. Because you think about it when you look at it, because the whole thing is that everybody has to be above.
Yeah. That's the whole idea of white supremacy.
Like, it don't matter where you at.
We got to be supreme
over everything.
Yeah.
Like, you can have nothing.
Yeah.
Zero.
But as long as we white, we better. That's the whole sickness. That's a great great diagnosis of this sickness called white supremacy. Because
Good morning, Maria.
I think the idea of white supremacy and the execution of it at this point is a mental illness.
Yeah,
like you have to be mentally ill to operate, in that capacity. And along with the black inferiority that come with it, because the other side of white supremacy is black inferiority.
Yeah,
and so in order to make themselves be supreme, they have to make you as black feel less than. And then when we buy into it, then we feel like we're inferior and we operate at inferior levels. So the whole mindset has to shift.
Yeah, it does. It really does.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So that was that. And then I saw, let's go. Look, it's 4 minutes before the break, and I'm trying to see which way we want to go with this thing.
Go wherever you want to go.
So let's go here first, because y'all know we did have candidate Maria Scruggs,
and she just hopped in.
Yeah, thank you for tapping in, tuning in, Miss Eva. Thank you for tapping in, Miss Eva.
And you know what I liked about? Let me tell you what I did say is that everybody, because we didn't get to all the questions.
All the questions in the comments.
And she came back and answered every one of the questions.
She's modeling that for those who are future guests. Like, you talk about engagement and being responsive
and transparent.
Like, she really took time, and thank you for that, Maria, because she absolutely did take time to go back into the comments and respond to all of the comments that came in. And so for those of you who are candidates and you're running for office, we want to let you know that 99 Jams has a space for you as well. And so this is not, an endorsement per se, but it's somebody who took advantage of the opportunity.
Right. And as you should.
Yeah.
Like, when you're doing anything and you're running for something, you should take advantage of the opportunity that's given to you. And if you're trying to explain yourself and people have questions, the worst thing you want to do is ignore them.
Right.
Especially when you have access to give them the answer.
Yeah.
Right. Social media is kind of right there, and it kind of tells you what kind of administration or what kind of leader you're going to be.
Yeah.
And you can't, and to be honest, at this point, she's in a position where she can answer, and there may be a time where it's going to be a little bit harder for her to answer.
Absolutely, it's going to be a time where it's going to be harder to answer.
But the fact that at this point in this race is that she's okay in engaging.
Yeah, because it does take a lot of time. I don't think people realize the time you spend engaging on social media. And so again, I give you kudos for that. Candidate Scruggs, because I mean, that was a big deal, right? Because it do take time to go in and respond to each and every one of those comments and engage in that way. And again, I can only imagine once the when the responsibilities of office kick in, like, you don't have the time to do those types of things.
Right.
And so,
but I think seeing who she is, she would probably
she'll make time.
Have somebody assist her with that. You know what I mean? I think.
Yep.
I don't know.
Yep.
Only time will tell.
Yeah.
But
I think today is also voter registration day.
Okay.
I saw some events we didn't get them approved beforehand, so I can't announce what the events are. But today is voter registration day, I believe. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. And then there are some voter registration events. And so if you haven't updated your registration, if you don't know if you're registered, you think you might be registered, but you're not sure.
And make sure, because like,
you gotta make sure
the DMV, y'all know that your number changes on your license.
Are they changing everybody, or is it like a random change? I heard different things about that.
I think I don't know.
I think they were saying like it's like a random air quote change of your number. And I remember like I used to always randomly get searched when we flew. Like it was always, Mr. Muhammad that got to step aside.
So let's say,
to randomly get searched.
All right. So, okay. So I don't know. Mine's changed. I will tell you that when I had to update mine.
My daughter, she just got hers and hers changed too.
Mine's changed. So I wonder because it changed, let's say you had an old driver's license number before. Okay. Right. And like you got banned from something because of the old driver's it's attached to it.
Like one of these clubs.
Not even a club. Let's say a rental car place. Let's say
they can ban you based on your okay. I hear
not your driver record. Like let's just say something happened. You got,
but they use your driver's license number as the thing
because that's how they identify you.
Yeah.
If you got a new driver, and I don't know why this just randomly just popped up in my mind.
Great question.
Does it? Because how can they follow it?
If the number changes?
If the number changed, because I mean, it's how many Michael B. Jordans are there?
Yeah.
How many? You know what I mean? Like how many John Muhammad's are out there?
There's quite a few.
Right. Yeah. So if you got a different drop, because it ain't like they ask you for your social security number, right? Yeah. It's really your driver's license number that identify you.
Somebody might be winning.
I might be. So if you want them people.
Right, for real. But we also want to let y'all know, of course, that August 18th is the primary election. And then the registration deadline for that election is July 20th. And so please make sure that you check your status, and then mail ballot request. Everybody has to request a mail ballot at this point. So if you already get a mail ballot after every election on even number years or something like that, they're changing the rules. So you got to request a mail ballot every time. And so the voter registration deadline is July 20th, and the mail ballot request deadline is August the 6th. If you want a mail ballot. And then August the 8th through the 16th is early voting. And we're actually planning some stuff to do around these 9 days of early voting that you'll hear more about once we get it approved. And so
it really sucks.
Nah,
sorry.
It's all right. I mean, look, everywhere you go, you got to follow rules.
You do.
And so, but yeah, we got to get it approved, and we'll let you know what our plans are for the 8 days of early voting. But we're going to take a break. We'll be back at about 5 or 6 minutes after the hour. We're going to talk about a lot of things. There was a Black woman who stood her ground and ended up, unfortunately shooting somebody who was aggressing upon her. And now she's being villainized for it. And so we're going to talk about that. Then there was a couple of Black women who were found hanging, one in St. Pete and one of them in Miami. And so we want to talk about that. What's going on? We got to ask Qiana. We got what the people say. So y'all make sure that you tag a friend, tell a friend, and we'll be back at about.
And then we're going to talk about how messy this race getting.
Oh my God.
Yeah, we got to talk about that
we
too.
Really do. We really do. So y'all stick around. Again, this is the opportunity for you to tag a friend, tell a friend, and then also let us know where you're listening from. So during the break, let us know where you're listening from, and are you drinking coffee or tea this morning?
Yeah, and we're motivating Monday, so we got to take this break. But tag it if you got some topics or something you want to talk about. All right.
We'll be back.
I got love for you, no lie. I give my best, I try. Someday we'll touch the sky. You're an angel, little baby. Wipe all your tears away. I know it's been crazy, but keep your head up high.
Foot chase through the projects, dodging foreign objects. Street knowledge, I should've went to college. Odds stacked against me, surviving off instinct. 3 blocks from the precinct. Lil' homie caught a case, others lost family members. Product of his environment, projects produce violence in the middle of the streets, cause that's how we eat. Just I rap about the trap don't mean I ain't about peace.
We must stand together, all together as one. United we must stand together, fighting for each other till our race is done. United we must stand together, under God we are one. We must fly to the sun every day, fight for peace, not destroying our dreams.
Peace in the streets, love to my brothers, love to my sisters. We all need each other. Children need their mothers and they need their dads. Taking a life that don't make you bad. The fact that you do that is so sad. Pocket watching, plotting on another man's cash. Pick up a book instead of picking up a gun. Increase your knowledge and that'll increase your funds. If everyone succeeds, then crime would decrease and people would live instead of resting in peace. Unity, that's what we need. Stand up and be a positive force in the community.
We are one, we must fly to the sun every day, fight for peace, not destroying our dreams. We must stand together,
Must stand together.
all together as one.
As one people.
United we must
United
stand
we shall
together,
rise.
fighting for
You fight for me
till our race is
till we
done.
see God.
United we must
United
stand
we will rise.
together.
Clap with me.
Under
Clap.
God, we
Clap.
are
Yes,
one.
sir.
We must
Clap.
fly to the
Clap.
sun.
G beat on the
Every
track,
day,
man, and I
fight
mean
for
this is from the
peace,
heart.
not destroying
Back and
our
forth to
dreams.
prison, cause my position in the ghetto is wishing. My dreams was in my hand, man, instead of so distant. Violent crimes on my record, showing judges I'm reckless. Guess they think I'm rich and young, like Young and the Restless. Every time I see a young brother rich in peace, got to be the only time when I watch TV. Cause the struggling and suffering is all I see. Besides muscling and hustling at war with heat, I point the finger at the devil, boy, for taking my peace. Cause the only way to live is to take to the streets. But they rate me as a villain for the killing and dealing. For what? My last resort to make me a living. I don't give a damn, tell them so what. I'm gonna survive even if they threaten me with life. The arms of poverty held tight, making life a fight. But in the sky, we got to unite. Keep your head in the sky.
We must stand together, all together as one. United we must stand together, fighting for each other till our race is done. United we must stand together. Under God we are one. We must fly to the sun every day, fight for peace, not destroying our dreams. We must stand together, all together as one. United we must stand together.
Through the middle of it.
And this is Qiana.
And this program is being brought to you as part of the New Image Project at the Community Development and Training Center, aka See That.
See That.
And we'd like to thank y'all for tuning in, helping us to redefine what's cool, because smart is
the new
gangster.
Baby.
And if you don't know,
now you know.
Now you know. Now you know. And Charlie Funk got something that he want to let the people know too.
The Tampa Bay Breakfast Club is an independently produced program. The views, opinions, and statements expressed by hosts, guests, or callers are their own and do not necessarily reflect the views, positions, or policies of Cara Festa Radio, 99 Jams, its ownership, management, affiliates, sponsors, or partners. Enjoy the show.
So, the electoral cycle is in full swing.
Oh, it is in full swing because it was real quiet.
Yeah.
Right. Like, listen, it was real. So like if you on the ocean and you like it's real quiet and you be like, oh, the storm is about to come because it's so quiet. Because there's no waves, it wasn't no choppiness. It was just kind of like but is it?
yes. And I'm seeing, you know, like, I saw a post. I won't say some posts, but I did see a post about being ready for this thing to be over with already. And I mean, it's just really kicking it. Like, really, June is qualifying.
Right.
And so being ready for it to be over.
I mean, we got some months to go.
We still got some weeks ahead.
We got August. The
August primary.
The primary. So it's going to be.
So that's next month. So we got like another month. Before the primary,
a little month and a half before the primary.
Let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks.
Yeah, a month and a half. There we go. We got 6 weeks till the primary.
Have y'all decided who you voting for, particularly for the St.Pete mayor's race? That seemed like to be the one that's kind of dominating headlines, but there are like the governor's race. Like I need to
the governor's race is really quiet.
Yeah,
for us, and I think maybe because the mayor race has been so
it's kind of dominating the headlines,
at this point. Here, but we do, and
I mean, need to like double click on the governor.
Yeah, because this is gonna be important too when you look at it, because we definitely getting a new governor.
Yeah, we getting a new governor.
And depending on what governor we get, are we going in the same way that our current governor is going, or are we like
I just got exhausted just thinking about that.
Right, because it's a lot going on, right?
True.
And if you know anything about Florida, we done went red for a long time.
Yes, for real.
You know,
there's some blue pockets, but it's a red state.
It is definitely a red state.
Yeah, I mean, you just look at it's like a super majority.
Yeah.
And so with that, you also have like the congressional races. I know Angie Nixon is running for Congress right now.
You got some senators.
Yeah, you got the state senate. And like, yes, it's a big deal, y'all. So make sure that you're paying attention. I had I pulled up the ballots because now the candidates, I won't call it a sample ballot per se, but it basically just has a list of all of the races that are on the ballot, and maybe we can spend some time on What's on Your Mind Wednesday. You know, just going through the different races that are on the ballot, but it's a lot on there, y'all. And and
it is.
On, you know, where you are, Democrat, Republican, your ballot's going to look different for the primary, and so we want to highlight that. Janet Michelle, when we were asking about candidates and have you decided, Janet says my top 2 keep moving.
Okay.
And Miss Eva, she says I'm narrowing down my list of candidates. Thank you for that. And they ready, right?
I mean, this is where I'm at with it. We were kind of talking about it. I see we have 2 black candidates, right?
Yeah, for mayor. Yeah.
For mayor. Yeah. And I just don't want them to get lost in the sauce.
Okay.
I mean, wow, just be careful with it. I mean, because you want the information to get out there. You want, I mean, this is an election, and part of it is showing people flaws and showing your strength.
Okay.
Right. But don't get caught up while y'all are bumping heads. Somebody else is just like easing on through, and you don't even pay attention to them because you're so busy. Y'all
like fighting each other.
You don't even see what's happening.
That the other person is easing on through.
Or getting, because when you see mess, right? Because somebody who said they be like, is this something that we want to be a part of, right?
Yeah.
And so
I saw that with a Charlie Crist ad. So I saw an ad from the Charlie Crist pack, and as a part of his pack, they put out the ad. It was a negative ad. I guess you can call it negative. Around Ken Welch's attendance, which was an old article, like when he first, I remember when he first.
I remember
elected,
that article, yeah.
And they were talking about him not showing up to the office or swiping in, like a third of the time. And now that is becoming a subject or a topic for a campaign ad.
Yeah.
And I saw some people who were, saying like, if that's your way, like that was a turnoff to some people, basically saying that you're going negative. If that's the direction that you're going, like, I ain't really with that.
So this is what I learned. If either you're like, if you're interested in a candidate, you'll find some good in what they did.
Okay.
If you wasn't interested in a candidate, nothing they could do almost.
Yeah.
Can't, you know what I mean? So just be careful with that. Run your race how you gonna run it.
Right.
And it's not what you say, it's how you say it. And then some people would say that they appreciated what Charlie Crist did because it brought light into them to be like they forgot about it, right? Even when we
he reminded them, huh?
Yeah, it reminds. So even when we're looking at the other posts about Maria made the post about the bonuses.
Okay.
Most people kind of forgot about those bonuses.
I want to double click on that one because there was a lot in that.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. And but yeah, just kind of high level talking about the negative campaign ads, the negative cycle, the mudslinging. What was being said was like, if you have to focus on what the other person is not doing or not doing right, and you can't tell your story, then that's problematic. But again, this is kind of how it works, right?
But it's it. I mean, it is.
You deflect. Like, you don't have to stand up and talk about what you did. You just talk about what the other person didn't do, and by default, they'll think that you're a better person or something. I don't know.
But that's how you compare.
Okay.
Like when you look at that, and so when you say mudslinging, like how do you say, hey, I'm strong here, and this is without comparing to what the administration. It's like compare to something.
When you shopping and they say, okay, you buying this computer, but here's other computers that's like that, and here's the differences between the two.
So, like, is it mudslinging if it's true? Like, that's what I'm trying to like. I mean, I'm like, if it's true, like, I
that's
think
always a question.
If it's true,
is it mudslinging?
Are you just speaking facts?
Truth slinging,
right? Or is it because I've seen some on all ends, right?
Is it y'all tell us that. What you think? I'm gonna put that at that. That's a good question. Is it mudslinging if it's true? I don't know.
Me neither.
You think? What you think? Slinging. I think it's a thin line.
I think it is. It depends on, because a lot of times these are people opinions.
Yeah.
On factual stuff that happen, they put their opinions on how they think people handle it.
And so, I guess the mudslinging, even if it's true, it's all about your delivery.
What did Valerie say before?
She said, since Welch has been in office recently, there's more to criticize. Chris hasn't worked in a long time, so it's harder for opponents to dig up recent dirt on him.
Okay.
I agree.
Okay.
His absence, I think, has been a topic too. Like that's been a thing too. Like, okay, now you haven't been here. Where were you, when all of these things were happening in the city? You know what I mean? And then now you come out of the woodworks, with so much to say about what was happening. I think there's a place for that.
I think it is.
Because I mean, like that's what you want. Usually you want somebody to, as a public servant who has like recent, history of service, not like what they did back in the day.
But you know what,
man? I used to be the governor. I used to be the.
But then you retire and you come in. So this is what. So I have to say. No, this is what I'm saying. You can't please people, right?
Yeah.
You really like I say, if a hit dog holler, if you quiet, if you don't respond, you're guilty. Dog gonna holler. No, I'm just saying.
I hear you though. I hear you.
Because then we sit up here. So let's say Charlie Crist, he's gone, right? Like he retired.
Yeah.
Then we say we don't want career politicians, right? We don't want some. We want some. You know what I mean? So like I mean, when you
so it's almost like
it don't matter.
No,
so
no,
like,
I
I take a break.
What you just said. What you just said made me think about some of these posts I see about relationships where people like, I want him to be 6'5", make $150,000 a year, have no kids, be overflight. You have this whole standard of what you want your ideal person to be,
right?
But it's like that's maybe 3% of the population.
Right. So like I want you to be involved, right? But then I don't want you to be involved because I don't want you a career politician, right? So like, you know,
we got to come up with this rubric. we got to create our own rubric.
I mean, it's just when you're looking at it, the expectations depending on what you know how they want to spend it, and the career politician is to give the negative. Spend on people who's in power. But for me, like, don't you want somebody who know politics, right? And then sometimes you don't. But don't you want some? Because you'll get people in office who don't know nothing, and then you be like, "What you doing?" They don't understand nothing that's written right there because they don't. You know what I mean? They didn't study. They wasn't in it. And so fast talkers necessarily don't mean they know how to get the job done. Yeah. Just because you're likable don't mean that you could come and get the job done. And just because you're not likable don't mean that you're not doing the job.
Yeah. Yeah. Because I mean, you have people who are not popular, but they're very effective at what they do. And so that's a part of the measurement. Like how are you measuring effectiveness? And are you measuring that again? Are you measuring that by social media engagement? Is that the person, is the person who responds to every comment? Right. Is that the person that you want? Or do you want somebody because you got people who say, oh, well, they're spending all their time on social media. They're not actually doing the work. You're right. You're not going to be able to please everyone. You just have to please.
And listen, what we're saying right now is
of the voters,
right. And let me tell you, what we're saying right now is not an endorsement either way, right? For no candidate right now, because we already made the statement that the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club itself is just giving out the information, right? And we're and that's it. And so as informed voters, I think y'all will make the decision that best fits y'all. But like all of us have jobs that we've been like, all right, I want to leave, right? And some of us quit the job and then later on be like, okay, now I'm ready to go back. I know plenty of people who done retired and went back to the workforce, right? They be like, all right, I needed a break. Like I needed a mental break. And then you take it and then you be like, how many times Tom Brady retired before he really retired?
He did a couple times,
right? And people accepted him back. And I'm not saying
but they didn't want him to leave though. Some of these politicians, they was glad for them to leave, and now you coming back.
But some people wanted Tom to leave.
Yeah,
some people, what I mean? So I'm just saying, like when we're looking at it, it's so broad. It's real murky out there.
It is.
It ain't clear.
So let's see what the people say. We asked the question.
Good morning, Damien.
The question we asked was, is it mudslinging if it's true? And Janet Michelle, she says it's opposition research. I don't mind factual stuff. Sometimes it helps to show priorities, beliefs, expectations, etc. Okay, I hear that. UB says whether it's true or not, it's still mudslinging because who asked you to present or comment the facts?
Oh, well,
nobody asked you for that. Nobody come to see you, Otis.
Well, actually, you do, because when they say like, "What are you like? How would you handle this?"
Okay.
You know what I mean? When you come and ask these questions.
But then that's when you respond with how you would handle it, not how somebody else handled it. Right?
Yeah.
And that's usually the setup. When they say, how would you handle this?
Yeah.
Well, I would not do what this person did. And let me tell you about all the things that they did. And the thing that they did is something I wouldn't do. And then the buzzer go off and say, that's your turn. So you never really answer what you would have done. And I think that's another part of the responsibility that comes with, hosting these forums and things like the politicians, particularly career politicians, have gotten or are very good at responding to questions, but not answering the questions. I'm going to say that again. Very good at responding to questions, but not answering questions. And that's the thing that you want to be mindful of when you hear them talk.
And so let me tell you this. So talking with Yubi, like since Yubi comment, you break it down, you're right. So okay,
you break it down, you're right. You can go along with that. I can follow that logic.
I can almost follow.
Okay.
Almost. I'm
and
like,
so, for those who are just joining in, we're talking about this electoral cycle that's in full swing, and we talked about mudslinging. And the question that we asked was, is it true? Is it mudslinging if it's true? And UB had a point where he says, whether it's true or not, it's still mudslinging, because who asked you to present or comment the facts?
Right. So I mean, but some people can appreciate the fact.
Yeah, that was Janet Michelle.
Yeah, right.
Janet
Some
Michelle
people, because they be like, wait, hold on, because a lot of people are not knowledgeable about stuff, right?
Yeah.
And so you pull out stuff to let them know.
Be like,
right.
Oh, I ain't know.
But in that same thing, I think you should be able, whatever you're pulling out, you need to back it up with something about yourself.
Yeah, the comparison piece.
You really do. And more than anything else, talking about somebody else's downfall and not talking about where you if you don't have a solution. For me, if you don't have a solution and you're just calling something out, that's mudslinging.
Okay. And
right, for me. But if you have the solution for it,
then you're just making a comparison between you and the other candidate. Ms. Eva says it's okay to share what your opponent has done. But do not base your campaign on the mistakes of others. Share your platform. Yeah. And I think that's, if you're going to present it as like a prelude to your platform and your solution, but don't base your campaign like on all the things that the other person hasn't done.
Because if you're focusing on what somebody else has done, how can you get what you need to get done too?
Yeah.
So just keep that in mind. I mean, and these are voters that are commenting on this, and this is what they would like to see. So again, in this election, what would y'all like to see for the candidates to do? Okay,
and Janet, thank you for that. She says, and that's what be paying attention to is did they answer the question? And that's very valid. And so speaking of answering questions, so I said I was going to double click on this because there was a comment, again, by candidate Maria Scruggs. Y'all know that she's very active on social media. And recently she's been in this back and forth on transparency. And one of the things that came up, and this is less about the candidate, but it's more about an issue, right? And so a new mayoral campaign issue is emerging involving bonuses that were awarded to city employees in 2024. Former city administrator, employees, and other staff received bonuses totaling $250,000 for work related to the historic gas plant redevelopment. After public criticism, the city rescinded those bonuses. Now, nearly 2 years later, records released in response to a public records request show that approximately $149,000 has been repaid. This has prompted Maria Scruggs, a mayoral candidate, to ask several questions about transparency and whether the bonuses were actually legal. And so my question is this, and again, the thing is that it was $250,000 was reported. The bonuses range from $10,000 to $25,000. They were connected to work that was done on the historic gas plant agreement. The city later rescinded those bonuses, and records release showed that like $149,000 was raised. Repaid. You think the city gonna get that money back?
I don't know. I don't. So we don't know. I don't know. Like, if this is are they taking this out of their paycheck?
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because you see half of it is paid back. Most people pay. I looked at it. Most people have paid half of it back. And then they can't pay back the taxes, right? Because we know bonuses before bonuses are taxed higher than normal taxes.
Okay.
So I don't know what the taxes was taken out of these bonuses as well. So they can't repay back that portion.
Right.
Because
put it in the chat. Let us know. Do you think that these bonuses will be
understanding? Because I'm not an accountant, right? So I'm not in the,
I'm gonna tell you like this. You give me a $25,000 bonus, and you wait about 3 weeks and tell me I gotta pay it back.
It's gone.
We finna have we got that's really, a whole different conversation.
And so again, like you look,
have.
It is. And so when you look at it, it probably was.
You give me $10,000 bonus. It's gonna be
it's gone.
It's gonna be
even if it ain't doggone it's
gonna be hard to get all of it back.
Right at one lump sum.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard.
You know
to get
what
it
I
back.
mean? Somebody give you a paycheck right now that you got over. You was like, listen, you overpaid
I seen an article
me.
where there was a woman that they put in jail,
right?
Because she was like, y'all put it on my check.
It's mine.
It's mine.
It's mine.
I ain't paying it back, and she was like, look, take my lick.
And to be honest, like, y'all gonna, I thought they were gonna buck it all together
and not. What, like not even require or ask them to give it back?
I knew they said that they were going to ask for it back, but I just think once they gave it to it, I thought that it was going to be a hard.
Yeah, because I'm looking at maybe out of all of them, it looks like the most that was given was probably about 60% of the bonus, particularly the $10,000 bonuses. And so there was a 10,000. I'm looking at 6,000 repaid, 6,000, 6,000. 6,000, 6,700, 68, 62. Yeah, so if you got 10, look like 6 might be the number that they gave back, but they kept them 4. I don't know if is that taxes? How's that? Yeah.
Yeah, so we don't really know. And then my question is, so you can't give certain, because I know you should be able to give certain departments bonuses.
Yeah.
Without giving the whole.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So was this because, that's the thing is it illegal? For them,
that was a question.
That was a question when
the question came out. They said that there's a Florida state statute 215.425 which generally prohibits awarding extra compensation to public employees after work has already been performed, unless a recognized legal exception applies. And so the question is, was this a pre-existing bonus policy? Basically, what was that? Yeah, like, was it legal?
And see, Janet Michelle say taxes take up to about 32%.
So that math kind of work out.
That kind of, like, if you're looking at that math, is kind of.
Yeah, the math. I mean, if you got 10, you paid back 6.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then that other 10 was, celebrating when you got it.
And then they broke it down and they paid it back. And I mean, so.
Yeah.
And so for me, I don't see them collecting portion of it and didn't. I don't. Yeah. I could be wrong because they know that this was probably going to come up. Right. And it's not like it's not public records. It's not like you can't pull it. So,
yeah, and that's the thing, like, who was following up to make sure that these were repaid? And then that's the other part of it. It's unfortunate, right? Because if you're, think about it this way, y'all. If you're an employee and you just doing your job, right? And there's a all hands on deck that's happening at the company, and you put your hands in and you go all in, you do all your things. You're not really. More than likely, you're probably not expecting no, return on that. And then the leadership says, "Hey, man, we know y'all really, bust y'all hump. Y'all work real hard. Here you go. Here's a bonus for your service. You get that bonus, and you saying, man, that's good. I appreciate it. Thank y'all for thinking of me and knowing that I went above and beyond. And then now the public has a problem with that, and then they come back and be like, hey, yo, about them bonuses.
Yeah, y'all didn't work as hard as y'all.
I mean, y'all did, but
everybody, because like, are we
catching a little heat for this? And
so now y'all got to give it back. Yeah, I'm sorry.
How you feel as an employee who just got that?
I'm mad at but I mean,
like, why y'all playing? Who you mad at? Go ahead. I want to hear that. Who you mad at? You get a bonus for $25,000 that you didn't expect. And then somebody come and say you got to give it back. So, okay. Who you mad at?
My first reaction is, who said something? Right? Right? Like, okay. Like, who said something to make it a problem? Because somebody hating out here, right?
Okay, yeah. That's the way you feel. But
that's how I feel.
They feeling like accountability, transparency. You call it the hate because you the one that got the bonus.
Right. Okay. But then, I mean, if I'm on the other end, so if the work is done, I'm okay with bonuses.
Okay.
If the work is like, I'm not a hater like that. Like, I'm just like, if that department get it, because jobs gives out bonuses all the time, and you see where supervisors get bonus and their employees don't, right?
Okay.
You'll see where CEOs get bonuses, and I'd be like, dang, their employees should get a little bit more of, the wealth.
Yeah. You should spread it around a little bit. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Because and when we look at this, I would want to say, like, do the trash department, sanitation department, do they ever get bonuses? Right. And what their bonuses look like.
Okay.
Does the water department ever get bonuses? Like in every other department, is there any bonuses that's given out? And were we only mad because this was around the gas plant?
Okay.
Because if they would have got a bonus for anything else, would this have been a topic if it wasn't around the gas plant?
If they got bonuses for anything other than this, would it have been a topic? Maybe not.
Because the gas plant was so big, and then
it was huge.
It was huge,
and it was a lot of work. Like I was on council during that, and
I felt like it was a lot of work for me.
A lot of work. It dominated, and it's unfortunate too because it dominated a lot of the work that happened. That was another point of the criticism or feedback was that there's other issues in the city that need to be addressed, but during that 2-year, 18-month period, like it felt like a lot of the things that needed to be addressed were not being addressed because this was like the only thing that was being moved and being worked on.
Right.
And that was one of the, points of criticism is like for 18, like you got to be able to do this and other things.
Right.
Even though this is like huge, once in a lifetime, once in a generation thing, there still has to be other work. Like you have to be able to do this and still do the other parts of the job. And there are some who are feeling like, that didn't happen.
So, and so here we go. We just thinking out loud, right?
Sure.
So these employees who got these bonuses, their salary typically, right?
Yeah.
And so there's no overtime, correct?
Yeah.
All that other stuff. And then when you look at
they was working overtime.
Right. And so then when you look at other city staff like sanitation, whenever they work,
they get overtime.
Yeah. So they're making their extra bonuses. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. So when the storm come in or something like that, if they got to clock in, they're getting their money.
Yeah.
They on the clock. Boom, 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 boom. So is it not fair for somebody else who done put in extra hours and did it just because they have a higher salary to not be compensated to do something extra because they took the extra step?
Yeah.
And so, right, when I'm like kind of breaking it down.
But then here's what I think, and this is common. Yubi said it. He said you got a bonus for doing your job in the first place, but where's the ROI for the citizens who are paying for it? And that's the other side of that. So it's like, okay, you're only doing your job. However, with that contract, like you said, like doing your job, you might be required to stay a couple hours. Right. But in order to move that thing at the pace that they were moving and with the what stuff, like it was a little more than just like your regular job. And I was there, I saw it. And so, to be fair and to be balanced, to flip the pancake, like they did like go above and beyond. Some of them, not all, but I knew it was a lot of work making sure that council members were briefed, right? Because again, you got a 700-page agreement, right? Questions about that, learning about the bonds and how you're going to finance it and how you're going to pay for it. And like, it was a lot that went into like really just understanding the basic agreements, talking with lawyers, meeting with the lawyers, the lawyers being prepared for those meetings,
right?
And, contracting out. It was a lot. And I don't dispute that they worked really hard on that deal, and I didn't support the deal, right? And so this is not like an endorsement saying, they should. I'm just saying, being fair as an observer, people did work really hard on that
either
deal.
Side.
On
either side. So regardless of the
and so now again, the question of the day. You get a $25,000 bonus, a $15,000, $10,000 bonus.
Money motivating Monday.
It's motivating money. And somebody come and tell you got to pay it back. Who you mad at? Everybody.
Yeah, like
I'm mad at everybody.
Like you're mad. You gave it to me not knowing the facts, right?
I'm mad that you gave it to me and now I got to pay it back. I'm mad that the reason I got to pay it back is because everybody else was mad at you for giving me something. I know I worked hard. I know I did.
And honestly, like that's what I'm saying. So when you look at it, like breaking it down, the bonus. Like,
I'm mad at everybody, Q. That's my answer.
Okay.
Everybody. I'm mad with everybody.
I'm mad at you. I mean, I might be mad at everybody too. That's what I say. So my first is who said something, right? Then I'm like, well, then what? But
but why you didn't? Yeah, why you put me in this position?
But then I think he thought you know what I mean? Yeah. Like he said what he said that he
thought it was. I mean, it wasn't illegal, but it was just bad.
It was just it was
bad.
It wasn't
timing. Was the timing bad?
I think because this was such a hot topic and it really ran through the city, right? Yeah, and then because, to be honest, most of the people we talked to did not support the deal.
Okay. Yeah, and maybe that's just because that's the people in our bubble or our circle.
So a lot of from we didn't see the support that needed to get. So when to hear that, like, one, it felt like we was forced to accept it, right? Okay. And then we're like, wait, did you accept people? Just people like, what was your payback to push it so hard when everybody in your the majority of the citizens here was like, hey, it don't feel right. And then so when you think of it as a voter, you're thinking like, what was your kickback? Oh, so everybody got bonuses. Okay. You know, your team got bonuses. So this is just somebody thinking like, and what was your vested interest in this for real? Was it, you know, because we kept on, people was talking about how bad this deal was. And this is just me thinking as a voter. Okay. And that's another one of the questions that's coming in as a voter from UB. UB said, what was the return? What was the end result for what the citizens who paid for it? And so if you got a $250,000 bonus with taxpayer money, the question that UB is kind of introducing to the chat is, if I'm understanding it right, is, you know, you make investments with city dollars. Yeah. And so what was the return on that $250,000 investment? Well, if the 32% came back to taxes. Some of it came back to the city. Okay. You know what I mean? Like if it's up to 32% taxable on it, those tax dollars came right back. So they went, that's the whole thing. Back. Yeah. You know, so it wasn't, So, and then after the taxation, they saying that the benefit to the citizens was what? What was the benefit to the citizens of St. Pete? I don't know. And I guess maybe the argument can be made that maybe some of these people. So I have another question. So do we not want to give anybody bonuses? Are we a problem? Like, I mean, in the city of St. Pete, I got a problem with bonuses until it's one with my name on it. That's that's most people, right? No, but see, I'm not. I guess because I feel like if you do the work, you should get some. Like it's always. I remember the last time I got a bonus, I was like, woohoo! It was unexpected. That's usually a bonus. Usually you don't expect bonuses, or you work harder when you think you might get a bonus. Okay, yeah. Like when there's some incentives and you think like, okay, we passed this. We're gonna do this. Boom, boom, boom. There's a bonus at the end. You're gonna grind a little bit more. But I don't think that was the case here. No, but the $250,000 could have. There were so many other things that you could have done with it. Yeah, I had it. To give it. You know what I mean? Like our water bills are high. Like if he could have gave everybody in the CRA $100 of that $250, and people would have been like. People would have complained. Well, they say get it back though. I want to transition. Okay. But no. But thank y'all for the engagement. Thank you for your thoughts on that one. If you're just tuning in, you're listening to the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. We live on the 99.1 FM, WUJM 99.1 FM. There was a black woman who has been villainized for standing her ground over a shooting that happened in a parking lot. I don't have it queued up, so I'm gonna just rip and give y'all the facts, and then you can Google it if I get something wrong and correct me. But from what I gathered, there was a black woman, and even as I say this, what if I just said there was a woman and not say black woman? Let's try this. I'm finna try something here. This is an experiment. Too late now. So there was a woman. Too late. Yeah. This when you're doing jury trials, disregard my previous statement. Okay. There was a woman who was in an argument or a dispute with a man over a parking spot. The man became aggressive with this woman. She retreats to her car and retrieves a weapon. Walking around the car, still trying to avoid confrontation with this man. And then he
eventually starts to walk up on her, and she shot him. The man ended up dying. And all of the subsequent stories following this have been about the man and his service to the country, and, you know, how he was a father and a veteran, and, you know, how unfortunate this incident is. And very little attention has been given to the trauma that was facing this woman and the threat. And then now the fact that you got to live with somebody putting you in a position to have to kill them. What you think?
She should have shot him.
Okay.
Like, I mean, so
why is she being villainized for
because she's black.
Herself? Okay.
Because she's black.
Okay, I tried to not do that.
Yeah, no, because she's black. Yeah. Because if a white woman would have been threatened by a black man.
Oh my God.
Even if he wasn't even following her.
Okay.
He could have just he could have been in his car yelling at her. And the threat would have been, you know, the scenario would have been she was threatened, and that's why she pulled. She pulled her gun and kept running.
Yeah, she still was like, "Come on, man,
come on, leave me alone. Go ahead. You see, I got this." So like she faking at first, right? She fake. You know what I'm saying?
No, but it ain't faking. You understand? Like,
no, but I'm just saying.
What I'm really like I'm really trying not to kill you,
right?
Man.
That's what I'm saying. So when she first, because usually they say don't pull it unless you're ready to. Don't break it out unless you're ready. So when it really was just to deter you.
Like, come on, go ahead on.
Go ahead on. Like, you know, I got my weapon. Because usually when you show that you have a weapon, usually people back down.
Yeah.
Right? You know, because the objective is to come home. Right?
Yeah.
So like I pulled my weapon, like, go ahead on. This is a parking spot. You really mad about a parking spot?
Yeah.
Like, man, go ahead on. And then he's gonna still aggressively walk up to her. So and again, if the gun didn't deter you at this point, I gotta pull it.
Yeah, I
gotta pull it.
Yeah, I agree. But I guess there's others who are debating that right now. And there's been a interesting conversation. Even I've even heard conversations about like what started the conflict, right? Like, oh, well, she the one who started it because she blocked him in at first or something like that. Like I heard, you know, well, if she wouldn't have done what she did, then he wouldn't have been in a position to approach her in a threatening manner.
She stole the parking spot?
I don't know.
You know how many people steal parking spots?
But it ain't even stolen. In order for me to steal it, it got to belong to somebody.
Yeah.
If it don't belong to nobody, it ain't stealing. I'm just taking an available spot. The spot was available,
but it ain't worth a gunshot.
But if you're sitting there with your blinker on, I mean, you got like the common courtesy and all of that stuff. But I mean, if you get there first, it's pretty much your spot. You be mad about it.
Yeah,
but do you want to die over it?
No, and so I'm not. So it's kind of like. You know, and so now that you said that, remember we showed the video of
JB. Thank you for checking in. What's good?
The white guy who pulled the gun on the kids, right?
Yes.
And then but then later on thinking about it, he need to go to jail.
Yeah, he was out of order.
He was really out of order.
He was not defending himself. He was not protecting his property. Like all of the things that you would think that would give somebody the right or justification to pull a weapon. None of those things apply.
Threatened their lives for no reason. And you know what? And so I'm gonna say this. That was in Gulfport. The police need the officers that
I think it was South Pasadena. I think
that's South Pasadena.
Yeah.
South Pasadena.
Yeah.
The cops who pulled up, they need to be talked to as well. They need to be.
Why wasn't he arrested?
Right, because all you did was talk to the kids about not having
a permit to pass out flyers.
To not be doing it. But yet you didn't address the issue of this man pulling a gun out in public, and this wasn't a threatening situation.
Nope.
Right? And so that need to be looked. And I thought about that later on.
Yeah, no doubt. And so speaking of threats and not being safe, there's been I don't know if that's the right segue for this next thing, but let's just wait till we turn it on. I saw a couple of articles that involve Black women being hung. The first one was that there was a Black woman, Tania Miller, and it says that they're investigating the claim that Tania Miller was lynched ahead of Juneteenth. Tania Miller was a 27-year-old Black woman. She was found lynched from a tree after traveling to Miami to celebrate Juneteenth. However, that allegation is unproven, according to the Miami-Dade Sheriff's Office. And the medical examiner, they said they found the circumstances of her death consistent with suicide, according to a statement that they released on June 24th. Miller was found dead on June 18th, one day before Juneteenth, the annual holiday to commemorate the emancipation of enslaved Black Americans. Speaking at a news conference on June 26th, Miller's sister, Terry Miller, staunchly rejected authorities' conclusions. The Miami-Dade branch of the NAACP said on June 26th that Miller had been found hanging from a tree. The sheriff's office had not included this detail in the statement on her death 2 days earlier. So they didn't say at first that she was found hanging from a tree. It was unclear whether Miller's next of kin would seek an independent autopsy, because the claim that Miller died by lynching was unproven. And so they leave the claim unrated. But yeah, so it's just kind of this debate, like, was she lynched or did she actually commit suicide? And then before that story could even run its course, I saw a post about a woman in St. Petersburg that was also found hanging from a tree behind a dollar store. And it was a post from Navila Missy Williams on social media. It says, "Justice for my daughter, Soraya Henderson. She was found hanging by a tree behind Dollar Tree in St. Pete." And then she's asking if anyone has information, please contact the St. Pete police or her. And why did we not hear about that?
I don't know.
Like, why this headline?
Because what we would hear about is the fights.
Oh,
right.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, we're hearing about like something when something's done to us.
Thank you for the stars, Janet.
Yeah. When something is done to us, it's quiet.
Yeah.
But when we're doing something, it's loud.
Help me.
Does that make sense?
Help me, Lord.
So a Black girl get home.
Okay.
We don't hear anything about it, right?
Yeah.
Kids are out fighting.
Yeah.
Now we're menace to societies. They're really loud about the mistakes we make. But when we're looking at something that's done to us in our community and you want to investigate it, it's whispers about it.
Yeah. And how do we change that?
What we're doing right now.
Okay. Yeah. Because I mean, St. Pete police, like they put all kind of stuff on their page.
Right.
And so Sharonda, she says, that was a suicide. That was a suicide. It's a lot to the story. I just got word in my inbox. Okay. So it's more to the story than meets the eye. So so maybe you'll be willing to share that with us so that we can, I mean, if it's publicly available, but absolutely a double standard for how these things get covered, how they get, related. And that's the beautiful thing about having independent media, because we can talk about it. And that's the other thing about the support that y'all give us. So we appreciate that. Thank you for the stars, Janet, Michelle, and others. So let's do this real quick. We're going to do a roll call. Let's do some roll call, and then we'll do Ask Qiana, and then we can call it a day. So roll call, checking in. I see JB. Thank you. Good morning. Thank you for being here. Eric Jackson, I see you, my brother. Corey Monroe. Carrie, thank you for being here. Corey Monroe, what's good, my brother? I owe you a phone call, man. I'll be talking to you this week very shortly. And so, Yubi, where you at, Miss Teresa? I ain't see you this morning. You missed the roll call. You ain't here. Mama Blue is here. I see Miss Mama Blue. Thank you, Kiwi Love, for checking in. Good morning. We appreciate you being. Oh yeah, Rob Perry. What's good, Rob? Rob said he know who he voting for too. He already made his decision. He's not an undecided. Thank you for
Damian Davis.
Comedian Damian Davis in the building. Thank you for being here. Thank you for checking in. Again, Tiffany Moore. Oh, I ain't see Tiffany. Tiffany, man.
Tiffany popped in early.
She popped in early. Okay, yeah, she usually be on time. Yeah. We ain't gonna say early. She be on time. So thank you,
Charlie Funk.
Thank you for checking in, Charlie Funk. Thank you for everything. Yubi said he's here. President accounted for.
All right, we got a caller. Hold on.
Caller.
Hey, caller, introduce yourself.
It's Motivational Money Making Monday, and if you make any announcements that we haven't approved, we're gonna have to hang up on you. What's on your mind?
So we're not being rude.
I ain't doing no announcement. Good morning.
Good morning.
No, real quick. So yeah, it was apparently somebody from their family had inboxed me because I reposted the thing. But I'm gonna take my post down too.
Okay.
But apparently it was a suicide, and she was going through a narcotics issue.
Okay.
And the mom don't wanna I guess own that fact that she was on that. And that's why she turned off her comments, because she don't want to hear negative comments or anything or whatever. But yeah, it's a lot that the mom is dealing with, trying to consume that her daughter, is gone now.
All right. So it's grief. Okay. So we'll honor that. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Appreciate that. Thank you for calling and providing that additional context. We definitely appreciate it. Mm-hmm. Hold on. Oh, we actually did that one, so I don't have the Ask Qiana. I thought I had one, but as I was looking at it, it's one that we did. Oh no, it's not. Here we go. I got one. So I do have Ask Qiana. So Ask Qiana, y'all, and Ask Qiana is brought to you by You Know Who.
Yeah,
and you can support them by going to You Know Where. All right, so dear Qiana, my son is 16 and says there's no point in college, no point in working a regular job, and no point in learning a trade. He thinks he's going to make money online because that's all he sees on TikTok and YouTube. Meanwhile, he has no plan, no income, and no real skills. My question, how do we help young people separate opportunity from fantasy before reality actually hits them?
Oh.
Oh my God.
And that's gonna. How old is he? Because this sounds
16.
Sound like you raising a bomb.
Oh no! Don't do the lady like that. Lady or man, I don't know. We didn't get the parent's gender. Don't do a parent like that. I sound like you raising a bomb, Q. Are you serious?
No, you didn't give him no tools. Like you at 16, if you can't get him to. Don't want to go to school, don't want to take a trade, can't get him to do nothing. He just okay. Sorry.
I can't let you do these people like that. Well, thank y'all for tuning in. Thank you for your lessons. Oh my God. However, the chat, you got members that's locked in. Kiwi says, I'm with you. You gotta start early.
You do, but no, actually, so if he wanna okay.
Wow.
No, because that was a lot of not doing nothing.
Yeah, he don't. I mean, he don't be a TikTok millionaire.
So if he wanna be a TikTok millionaire and all this other stuff, what I will tell you is try to get him involved in some of like the AI stuff.
Okay.
You know what I mean? If social media is where he at, there's so many different classes that he can take to get him social media ready.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Or whatever the case may be. But in the reality of it, at 16, you should be able to still you should be able to pay. Like my 16-year-old couldn't tell me that they weren't, like, you know what I mean, they weren't doing that. Like, you gotta go and put them into something.
Yeah.
This is when parenting come in, and again, you don't know what you like until you explore some stuff. And if he's not exploring it and he's not doing a trade or any, how do he know what he want to do if he hasn't tapped in nowhere?
Yeah. No. I mean, I kind of see why you said what you said. Not on I reread this, because he says there's no point in college.
Yeah.
See, I was like, okay with that. Okay, no point in college.
Okay with that.
I was okay with no point in working a regular job. Like,
I'm okay with that too.
But then we said there's no point in learning the trade. I'm like, okay.
So what you gonna do?
Oh, what he gonna do? He thinks he's going to make money online because that's all he sees is people making money on TikTok.
So this is what I'll do is I will make an agreement with him.
Yeah.
Okay. So listen, if TikTok is where you want to be and you want to make it, so I'm going to give you 6 months to show me where you can make some income of it. If not, if you don't make no money off of it in 6 months, now we need to explore something else.
Okay.
And so I'll give you a good 6 months. Now, when you do this 6 months, what I'm going to do is, because you don't want to work a regular job, you need to come up with a plan and tell me what's going to be your schedule for the next 6. Do this, plan it out, and let's do the steps.
So you supporting the dream?
I will.
Yeah.
I will give you everything that you can get, but then once it fails, because again, you have to prepare for it, and hopefully, if it works out, I'm giving you 6 months. So I'm giving you 6 months, and actually, what I'm telling you, if this is what you want to do, you need to plan. You need to do your research and then execute it. So how many posts you need to make a day so that you can monetize? You know what I mean? What is going to be your crowd engagement? So I would give him work to do and make sure that he's doing it. And I'll give him this 6 months to see where there's some type of income that's coming in. And at the 6 months, if you're making income, then we go further. If not, then we need to explore something else.
I hear that. No, I appreciate that. And that makes perfect sense. Because that's what it says here. It says, meanwhile, he has no plan, no income, and no real skills. And so what you're offering to the writer of this letter is to help him with a plan. Help him develop the plan so that he can, maybe see if there's some income that can be generated.
Right.
And maybe identifying the skills. I like that. I think, saying, okay, if this is what you want to do, you don't have a plan, let's get you a plan.
Right. And let's prepare
for this, because you never know. He might, that 6 month trial run, if he get a little motion, he might be able to retire everybody.
Because if you're focused, if you're really focused and you do it, because see, people always, because you can make money in anything, right? It's that people but people don't take it as a full-time job. They only want to do part-time work and get the full-time benefit.
You only want to focus on what you don't want to do instead of putting an attention on, okay, well, if you don't want to do that, in order to not have to do that, here's what you have to do.
So you got to take this serious. So this is where you want to go.
Makes sense.
Let's plan. So
great advice.
That was really my advice.
After you had to sit with it for a minute, and you got to grab him by the collar, shake him a little bit, and be like, "What are you gonna do with your life, boy?"
Yeah, but
okay, then I'll help you.
Yeah, because I know people. I know people that I can put my hands on that makes really good money and provide for their family off of social media, and they figured out their niche.
I hear that. But thank you, Brother Kendrick. He made the roll call. Thank you for tapping in, for being here. And look, that's the time, y'all. So it was a great ride. Thank y'all for hanging out with us on this Motivational Monday. On Wednesday, we're gonna continue the conversation. I said I was gonna break down something. I gotta go back and look at what it was. We're gonna give you a breakdown, and we're gonna keep going, y'all. So thank y'all again. If you have any announcements or things that you'd like to submit and you'd like for us to announce, make sure you contact
the station manager
so that we can get it on and get it announced. But Miss Eva, thank you for tuning in. You have a great day. And if you were here, put it in the chat. I was here. This has been the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. I'm your brother John.
And this is Qiana.
And up next is Sister Hughes.
Lose your shoes.
Shout all around the house. Y'all make it a great day.
And we're out. Bing, bing.